morning. I swear a lot.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Limbus Company, welcome back to Kanto Aid. So, before we dive into the dungeon, just quickly, Sync Otis is now level 55, she's ready to join the fight, and I actually think uptying her to uptie 4 would be a good idea, because if she has to come onto the field if we lose someone, I think she'd contribute to the whole Pride Resonance situation pretty well. She's also a poise character, so that's great. She also does some speed stuff, which is always nice. And finally, her defensive skill seems to be really good, so she could contribute quite a lot, I reckon. Yeah, let's do that. We are ready to face whatever challenges round 2 sends our way. It occurs to me I should probably give Ryoshu Thoracalgia and then thread spin it as well. For this Pride team, if she has to come onto the field, she could do something quite effective. Good, good, lovely, lovely. And what does uptie 4 bring? More coin, more initial value. More poise count. More coin power. It's not a healing one like Faust's Thoracalgia, but it's pretty good. Eh, fuck it. People say this ego is really fucking good, so I'm gonna get it. And I'm gonna get it good. I'm gonna get it sorted. Now, this is kind of inconsequential, because Ryoshu's ID for this dungeon is crap. Or for this Kanto is crap. Not the actual ID itself, I mean the level is crap, and she'd probably be the last person on the field. That's the thing, right? The last, the Lucky Sig is a really good passive, you know, the last bullet dealing extra damage, but I feel like Cleaning Command would actually be more useful overall for the extra poise and haste. I'm gonna switch to that. It also means if she comes on the field, she's probably still fucked because she's like 10 levels below cap, but she might be able to hold her own. Like, if it gets to the point where like the last people are coming onto the field, we might just need that little extra push to just win. And if she can come on at level 45 and just spam Thoracalgia, we might be good to go. It's worth a thought. It's worth a go. Current average level 50. It's creeping up. We're doing all right.
준비 끝.
뜰 앞에서 서러워하는 꽃 장례 지내는 사람이여. 꽃갈기 홀로 들고 눈물을 짓더니 빈 가지 뿌려진 눈물엔 빗자국이 어려있네.
Bloody Tears. I love Castlevania's soundtrack.
어젯밤 뜰 밖에서 슬픈 노래가 들렸는데 그것은 꽃넋과 가는 새 넋의 울음이었지. 가는 봄이 안타까워도 할 수 있는 것은 없으니 그 수많은 울음소리를 그저 듣기만 하는 수밖에.
Good start, good start. Things are clearly well. What are you looking at? What is that in your eye? And who is this person? And what's with the red?
이제 알겠느냐? 너는 할 수 있는 게 무엇도 없단다. 그러니
Thus. Okay, in the silent, windless sands stood only the desolate ruins of a building, swept through and thoroughly destroyed by a brutal, unstoppable force that was determined to leave nothing in its wake. Remember the day ruin came to the Kong family, who have brought this destruction upon themselves through their grave transgressions. To violate the laws of Hongyan is no tragedy, as such it warrants no pity, only humiliation and scorn. Which is probably why Xia Chu is regarded so unusually, I think, with some level of like either disdain, contempt, fear, or a combination of the three as a holdover of the Kong family. This site of history stands as a monument to the inevitability of karma. That's a good line, I like that.
그렇다면 여기가
So this.
멸문했다던 공씨 가문의 건물인가요?
Yeah, they got obliterated by the Arbiters, and now we have fighting tournaments in their old buildings. Fun, right? Ishmael asked Hong Le, having read the plaque on the building.
네, 지금은 사용하지 않는 공간이죠.
He said yes it is and now it's no longer in use. I swear there are more lines in this canto which are very short, which means I keep fucking accidentally skipping them. I'm sorry, it's not intentional. I'm trying to get the full thing loaded so that I can read through it as they're saying it. It's not working very well.
그렇다면 이 안에 계셨던 사람들은 전부
Deaded, de-edited, unalived, deceased, removed, erased, deaded.
도대체 어떤 죄를 지었길래 이렇게까지 한 걸까요?
They broke a taboo, and you can't do that.
이만한 건물이 뿌리째 폐허가 되었다는 건 조직이나 해결사 간의 충돌 수준이 아니다. 전쟁에 가까운 규모의 사건이 있었을 테지.
It was probably pretty bad.
맞아요. 아무리 도시라고 하더라도 흔히 볼 수 있는 풍경은 아닐 거예요.
I like that. It was unusually vicious, even for the city. Even members of the city are addressing how unusually vicious this situation was.
머리가 이곳에 왔었거든요.
The head, maybe not literally the head, but maybe the head, but more likely representatives of the head. Honglu replies like it was the most obvious answer to a complicated question.
머리...
Big cheese.
금기를 어겼군요. 공씨 사람들이.
Yup.
그 다음엔 청소부분들이 이어서 뒤처리를 했죠. 금기와 관련된 모든 것을 남겨놓지 않기 위해.
The head's got a great fucking deal going with the sweepers. I don't like this thing. I'm gonna send people to kill everyone there, and then you're gonna clean it up. And they're like, hooray, got it, no problem. We love eating things. The head must really be a terrifying entity if the mere mention of it could cause the sinners to shrink so much. As we were ambling aimlessly with this revelation.
2차 심사까지 올라오신 후보자 여러분, 환영합니다.
Ah! Welcome to the Battle Royale! I've seen the original film. It's interesting to see where this concept came from. Although I watched it like 10 years ago, so I don't remember much. Except for a bunch of Japanese teenagers killing each other. It's quite a film. A disembodied but sonorous and excited voice broke the silence through the speakers.
공정성에 대한 여러 문의를 적극적으로 수용하여 2차 심사부터는 제가 새롭게 사회자를 맡게 된 점 양해 부탁드리면서
Are you implying that Honglu's dad might be ever so slightly biased? Looks like this Jia Zheng got kicked off from the host seat. I bet he's taking it well.
야 잠깐 저기 위에 있는 저거
Oh yes, lad. It's a contest. People want to see.
설마 구경꾼이냐?
Don Quixote must be thrilled. What initially appeared to be a dilapidated rooftop was revealed to be where the spectator seats were installed. They were filled to the brim, to the point where I couldn't spot a single empty seat. It's a high-profile event.
의자까지 설치된 것으로 보면 관객이라 보는 것이 맞겠군요.
I bet it's really fucking expensive to get a seat to this.
1차 심사에서 소란이 있긴 했지만 저희가 언제 또 가주 심사를 구경해 보겠습니까?
Some people might have like died or something as collateral damage in the first round, but hey, come on, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You should be grateful.
보기 드문 행사인 만큼 보는 눈도 많으면 좋은 법이죠.
As many people who own money as possible.
자, 본격적인 시작에 앞서 후보자들이 최선을 다해 대전에 임할 수 있도록 모두 뜨거운 박수와 함성 부탁드립니다.
I hate to shit talk Xia Zheng, but this new host is significantly better at the job. So, maybe the head will come back.
야, 대판이네.
Holy mackerel! Your fucking British slang is slipping again.
우리가 밑에서 쎄 빠지게 고생하는 걸 위에 있는 놈들은 간식이나 까먹으면서 구경하겠다는 거야?
Holy mackerel. Sorry, I'm not gonna get over that one for a while. I haven't heard that one since Ed, Ed and Eddie.
아마 내기판도 열렸을 거예요.
I imagine there's a lot of money to be made.
저희에게 거신 분은 거의 없겠지만요.
Well, a lot of them are about to lose a lot of money.
전부 후회하게 해주지.
Damn fucking right.
이곳 실내인 것은 맞죠? 분명 지하로 내려왔는데 하늘도 푸르고 갑자기 밖으로 나온 것 같은 느낌인데요.
It's called atmosphere, Ishmael. Honglu explains that we're still within the subterranean area of Hongyan, but most of the sinners were having a hard time believing that with the pale blue sky above them. You can see the lines in the roof. Come on, guys.
홍원에 사는 부유한 자들 한정으로 방을 취향에 맞게 인공적으로 꾸미기도 합니다. 이미 대관원에도 그 주인 된 자의 취향대로 방을 꾸민 건물들이 여럿 존재하죠.
You know, bring the outdoors indoors instead of just going outdoors.
네. 어르신들을 만나러 가는 길도 이런 느낌으로 꾸며져 있어요. 가는 길은 언제나 화창하고 푸르죠.
And yet it's all fake. Much like any display of warmth and kindness from between the family members to each other is 100% a front and fake. The natural and picturesque appearance of Hongyan is also a front. It's not particularly deep in terms of metaphors, but it is fun to think about.
바깥보다도 오히려 더욱 바깥 같달까요?
It's more outside than actual outside, which has probably got like smog and shit, because I bet the city has some serious industrial areas in it.
그런데 저건
I realized that what Rhodia was looking at was a parasol. It was installed in such a random place that I doubted it was actually there for anyone to sit under.
아, 저건 파라솔?
It's a
파라솔인 건
parasol.
나도 알지. 왜 저기에 고무 파라솔이 남겨져 있냐는 건데.
Why is it in that very specific location? Rhodia asked, looking at the camera. Honglu tilted his head, thinking.
발톱을 이끌고 온 어떤 높으신 분이 저기에 앉아서 모든 걸 지켜보고 있었거든요.
A real big shot, yeah.
그러니 4대 가문이 저 파라솔을 구태여 치우지 않은 이유는
In case you wanted to sit back there again sometime.
길이길이 기억하라는 의미겠죠. 모든 가문에게 보여주기 위한 경고이기도 하고요.
It probably would have been a more exciting reveal if it hadn't been spelled out to me in the comments, but what are you gonna do?
기억이요? 어떤 것을요?
Reminder for what?
허락되지 않은 것을 함부로 넘보지 말라는 것.
Keep your hands out the cookie jar.
분수에 맞게 살다 분수에 맞게 떠나라는 것.
I think one of the reasons why I like the city so much is that it could give the Imperium in Warhammer 40k a run for its money in regards to utter misery and oppression. Like, I still think 40k takes the cake because it is designed to be overly oppressive and ridiculous, but it's nice to see another fictional setting kinda, you know, give it a little run for its money, being like, hey, there are different ways to be an utterly fucked up dystopia.
이라고 어르신들이 말씀해 주셨답니다.
Said the elders.
이제 들어갈까요?
While we all gaped about like fish out of water in this unfamiliar environment, we then remembered that we could be attacked at any time as it is a battle royale. Honglu casually walked ahead of us into the building like he was out on a mundane stroll. I know you said you heard it all from the elders, but you saw everything that happened here, didn't you? All of it. Honglu paused and then turned around.
네. 아마도 그렇답니다.
Yeah, I probably did. I don't know. I've been a lot of places, seen a lot of things. I can't be expected to remember them all. I'm starting to have less and less idea as to what his smile really means. He is absolutely an enigma. Honglu's level rises to 55. Honglu's uptime and threadspin tiers rise to tier 4. To be fair, the threadspin tiers is going to be useful. Remember the day ruin came to the Kong family, who have brought this destruction upon themselves through their grave transgressions. To violate the laws of Hongyan is no tragedy, and as such, it warrants no pity, only humiliation and scorn. This site of history stands as a monument to the inevitability of karma. Indeed. Ooh. There's a ranking system and coins. I love coins. Oh, that's nice. I like this. Now, obviously, this doesn't actually matter narratively, as in I'm not going to be able to affect it, because the narrative will be what the narrative will be. There's not going to be any branching paths. But it is interesting and fun to just get a visual indicator of how we're doing in the contest, as it were. 3 coins.
따라서 2차 심사의 최종 순위대로 가주 심사가 마무리될 예정입니다. 즉, 지금 심사에서 1위를 차지한 후보자는
Wait, so whoever wins the second round is just going to win?
영예롭고 존경받는 홍원의 가주가 되는 것이죠.
We're doing it all now? This is it? This is the big time? This is the big cheese? I thought there was going to be another round. I thought it'd be a third round. There's rules of 3. You can't break the rule of 3s. It makes me anxious.
말씀드리는 순간 후보자분들이 각자 배정된 시작 위치에 무사히 도착했다는 연락이 들어왔군요.
Also, we're not that far through the canto.
그럼 2차 심사를 본격적으로 시작해도 되겠습니까?
Are you ready to stab each other repeatedly? I knew Don Quixote would like it. Don Quixote was the only one who gave an enthusiastic reply.
그런데 이제 뭘 하면 되는 것인가?
Yes, very serious. What must be done?
지나가는 놈 보이면 선빵. 무력전이라고 했으니까.
As soon as we see someone, just bop them. Doesn't matter how plot significant they are. Bat to the nose.
이런.
Oh my.
제 말이 끝나기도 전에 벌써 전력 질주를 하는 성격 급한 후보자분들이 몇몇 보이는군요.
No talking when I'm talking.
하지만 이런 상황에선 말을 끝까지 들어보는 게 도움이 되지 않을까요?
We're just gonna fight people. It's whatever.
후보자 여러분들, 각자 들어오신 입구 근처를 보시면 동전의 게임줄을 하나 찾으실 수 있을 겁니다.
Do you just need to take other contestants' coins? So technically you wouldn't need to kill your opponents, you just need to defeat them and take their coins, but the reality is that most will probably be killed in the process. A mild prediction.
오, 이것인가 보군.
I dare say coins with rope?
이 동그란 건? 돈일지도 몰라. 여기서만 쓰이는 화폐라든가 짤랑거리는 소리도 났어.
I fucking doubt it, but maybe.
아니, 말을 끝까지 들어보라고 조금 전에 사회자가 말하지 않았나요?
Yeah, but we have to give running commentary for the audience.
그 동전을 소중히 지켜주시길 바랍니다. 왜냐하면 그것이 각 후보자의 목숨값이기 때문이죠.
Life tokens.
얼른 받아주시게. 홍로군의 복숭가.
You need to take the coin or you're gonna die. Quickly. Blood drained from Don Quixote's face as she hastily tried to return the bundle of coins to Hongler, but Heathcliff casually snatched it out of her hands.
어디 봐. 동전처럼 생겼지만 돈은 아니구만. 이게 왜 목숨값인데?
Guys, it's representative. Unless they are actually literally life tokens, but I don't think they are.
지금쯤이면 이게 왜 목숨값이냐며 궁금해하시겠군요.
I think there's ladies listening in on our conversations.
자, 2차 가주 심사의 규칙은 이렇습니다. 모든 후보자는 동전을 매듭줄에 엮은 다음 허리춤에 걸고 있어야 합니다.
So technically, it's not a combat encounter, it's more like tag. But it's a combat encounter.
안 보이는 곳에 넣어 다니거나 삼켜버리거나 일부만 뜯어내서 가지고 다닌다거나 다른 사람의 눈에 보일 수 있도록 허리춤에 걸어두지 않으면 모두 실격입니다.
So we're gonna do really well, and then someone's gonna swipe like 90% of the coins off of our waist. Okay, I see how this is gonna go.
실격이라는 건
Does that also result in being dropped in a pit, or do we just go home?
야! 빨리 가져가서 안 먹고 뭐해?
Lads, calm down. It's fine. The competition hasn't started yet.
히스클리프 씨가 뺏어간 거 아니었나요?
모든 후보자는 각각 3개의 동전을 지급받죠. 그 동전을 모두 잃어버리거나 빼앗긴 후보자는 즉시 탈락!
이스마일군 절망 매듭이었던가? 그걸로 절대 안 풀리게 묶어주시게.
Quick, the unbreakable knot, do it now!
안 그래도 하고 있어요.
그렇게 조급해하지 않으셔도 될 텐데요.
Yeah, the competition hasn't started yet.
이번 2차 가주 심사의 제한 시간은 총 2시간. 순위는 각 후보자가 보유하고 있는 동전 개수로 정해집니다.
이걸 이렇게 걸면 되는 거네요.
함부로 만지지 말고 조심히 다뤄라.
If you drop them, we're gonna die!
어지간해선 안 떨어질 거니까 걱정 마요. 깊은 칼질만 아니면 끊기도 어려우니까.
That will absolutely happen, by the way. 3 coins now hung from Hongler's waist, threaded by a rope. And with that,
2차 가주 심사를 시작하겠습니다.
yeah, let's go fight people. The second round begins, and the 2-hour time limit begins to count down. Prepare apparently this is quite long. I'll go as long as I feel is necessary, but I probably won't try and blast the whole dungeon in one episode, because that would probably be a bit much. Honglur deals plus 0.5% damage for every coin. Artifacts used for the second round of the family hierarchy evaluation, candidates without any remaining coins, either lost or taken by force, will be immediately eliminated. Preparation room. And there are combat encounters. Oh, I dare say, temporary alliance. So soon? We just got here. Are we just basically going to be like, look, Zishun?
이제부터 마주칠 후보자들에게 동전을 뺏기지 않는 것도 중요하지만
We're just going to be like, look, Zishun, we really don't want to hurt you, so should we just agree not to attack each other? And she'll be like, because she actually would like that, but doesn't want to admit it. So that's probably how it'll go.
그 말을 역으로 하자면 우리가 동전을 뺏어야만 한다는 걸로도 받아들여지네요.
We are required to attack people, as it turns out, and probably kill them.
그래. 다른 규칙이 고지되지 않는 한 최대한 많은 후보자에게 동전을 강탈하는 것이 중요하겠군.
Luckily, we are very good at long-form combat.
네, 동전을 많이 보유한 순서대로 순위를 결정짓는다고 했으니까요.
And we need to get to second place, but we need to only get to second place. So, how are we going to balance that?
1차 가주 심사의 주제는 오래전부터 공공연하게 알려져 있었습니다. 불로불사의 단서를 찾아오는 것. 하지만 이번 2차 심사는 무력전이 진행되리라는 것 이외에는 어떠한 정보도 알려진 바 없었죠.
If you were really fucking sneaky, though, it wouldn't need to be a martial contest.
숨겨진 규칙이나 사회자가 고지하지 않은 규칙이 있다고 해도 모두가 공평하게 이를 모르는 채 참가했을 가능성이 높습니다.
I don't know. I feel like some of them probably know more than they've let on.
따라서 평소와 같은 즉흥적이고 무분별한 난전을 이어간다면
Look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think it'll work out just fine.
중간은 갈 수 있을 것으로 예측할 수 있겠군요.
And that's great and all, but apparently this is the round that just decides who wins. There's not going to be another round after this. So, we need to do better than that.
어머, 왜 그렇게 말해, 파우? 우리는 목표를 달성하려면 적어도 2등에 들어야 하는데.
And even then, that's not a guarantee in the sense that if we came third, then the person who came second might not even want the golden bow. They might want something else. And then we just go, yeah, can we have the golden bow, please? But because this is a story, it is obvious that whoever places before us, if we don't get second place, would ask for the golden bow. Or the person who becomes a hierarch is going to be like, as my first decree, I want the golden bow. Like, shit. God damn.
그래도 아직은 아무 습격도 없는 것 같네요.
And that's what you think as someone comes flying through the wall. Sinclair gingerly scouts the surrounding area, anxious that another candidate might suddenly jump out of nowhere and snatch all of Honglur's coins away.
아직도 적의 활동은 전혀 포착되지 않는군. 아직도.
It's like playing Predator hunting grounds. Otis muttered something similar as she marched forward, on high alert and standing protectively next to Honglur's bundle of coins. It's rather awkward because he is on the front line.
다행이라고 할 수 있을런지 모르겠지만 건물이 워낙 크다 보니 다른 후보자들을 바로 마주치진 않을 것 같네.
But it also means there are so many places where ambushes could happen.
여기저기 많이도 달려있군. 엿보는 기계.
카메라를 향해 위협적인 포즈를 보이는 분들도 심심찮게 보입니다만 부서진 카메라 한 대당 동전 하나를 지불해야 한다는 규칙이 있으니 주의해주세요.
But there are no rules saying you can't flip the cameras off, so birds out, ladies and gentlemen.
저거 방금 만든 규칙 같은데?
Unfortunately, we can't prove that she did.
아, 이 복도를 따라가면 길이 이어졌던 것 같아요.
Honglur was like, hey, I'm wandering off ahead on my own. Don't mind me. Despite everything, Honglur still remains calm.
씨, 여기 와본 적 있는 거죠, 역시?
He probably has.
네. 하지만 다른 후보자분들은 아닐 거예요. 아니, 치우 형님이라면 왔을 수도요.
Probably because he lived here once upon a time.
그리고 이곳에 걸음을 했던 적이 있는 분들은 이미
Paste. Honglur stopped.
그래도 길을 잃을 염려는 없으니 다행이네요.
Oh yes, very helpful. Actually, legitimately helpful. We kind of have an edge in that we have someone who actually knows the layout of the building.
방금 너무 노골적으로 말을 삼키지 않았어?
Absolutely.
그런데 나 아무리 봐도 좀 이상한데.
Cool, good, great.
우리가 갔던 대관원 거기는 어마어마하게 넓었잖아. 가마를 타고 한참을 이야기하며 가야지 홍루가 살던 방에 도착할 정도로.
Although palanquins are quite slow if they're just being carried by people.
사슴인지 뭔지도 뛰놀았다 그러고 호수 같은 것도 보였죠.
그런 공간들을 냅두고 왜 이런 섬뜩한 곳에서 가주대전을 벌이는 건데?
Atmosphere.
그것도 모르나. 예술품은 걸맞은 곳에 전시되긴 마련이다.
Yeah, basically that.
왜 굳이 번거롭게 이런 장소에 불러서 마치 우리한테 감상시켜 주려는 것 같잖아.
Maybe.
어떤 걸?
대관원에 대한 자부심과 영광을, 그리고 공가에 대한 본보기를.
Yeah, I suppose so. They would want to make sure the next hierarch understands what happens to the Kong family.
그래야지 장차 가주가 될 자에게는 물론 다른 후보자에게도 널리 알릴 수 있으니까.
Naturally. Also, who the fuck are you? I don't think it's combat time because this chapter is literally called a temporary alliance. Bit of a spoiler, but whatever.
우리를 습격하려는 불청객에게 물으려 한 것은 아니었는데.
The sinners all immediately took a defensive stance at the sudden appearance of a different candidate.
오해 마. 나는 너희와 싸우기 위해 온 게 아니거든.
Not yet, anyway.
1차 대전에서 너희를 봤지. 신기한 기술로 치료를 하던데. 그걸로 1차 대전도 통과한 걸 테고.
So I guess this guy's just like, look, I could fight you, but you'd all just get back up, so what's the point?
홍루 씨, 누군지 알겠어요?
And then Honglu's gonna be like, nope, never seen him before.
아니요. 하지만 왕씨 가문분이신 것 같네요. 이야기를 나눠본 적은 별로 없지만요.
Ah,
왕자우 모를 만도 하지.
Wang Zhao.
마주칠 일이 적었을 테니. 나는 골방에 틀어박혀 책이나 읽는 게 유일한 소일거리였으니까.
Going outside is lame, am I right, lad? If he's not here to fight, is he here to make an alliance?
오랜 경험을 통해 말하는 건데 우리는 동료 같은 건 안 만들 거야.
Yeah, our friendships don't tend to last very long. Or go well. Or anything.
이쪽도 같은 편이 되자는 건 아니야. 단지 서로 원하는 바가 충돌하지 않을 것 같으니 동행 정도는 어떠냐는 거지.
I don't trust a word coming out of your mouth, mate, but okay.
나는 가주가 되고 싶은 마음이 있기보다는 뭐랄까 샹치의 포 같은 존재가 되고 싶은 거거든. 차까지는 너무 거창하고.
Well, I don't know what that game is, but I'm guessing the idea is he's looking to be a mid-tier player rather than the head honcho. Maybe even slightly below mid-tier. Not looking for a stressful life, just a comfortable one. It could be a lie, of course, but it's an understandable desire.
가령 이런 식으로 예를 들어볼까?
Have a coin, get yourself a Coke. Oh, money. Must so deftly snatch the coin out of the air with one hand. In that cool guy way the Yakuza characters tend to do.
야, 나이스 캐치네, 메르.
He's like, yes, it was. Thank you. I was hoping someone would notice.
이거
This is...
진짜 동전이에요? 그 목숨값이라던.
It's a life token.
뭐 깨물어 보기라도 하던가.
Feel free to chomp on it.
야, 빨리 해봐.
and then Xiao's like, surprise, it's an incendiary mine. Beep beep.
금과 같은 연질금속이 아닌 이상 그런 감별법은 무의미합니다.
Yeah, but it's just so chewable looking. I just want to just ngang.
줘도 되는 건가요?
글쎄, 그 사회자가 곧 말해주겠지.
Probably. The host's voice buzzed from the speakers not long after Wang Zhao's reply.
방금 동전을 자유로 넘긴 후보자가 나왔군요.
Are they going to accuse us of collaborating?
그렇습니다. 후보자들은 서로 동전을 약탈하지 않고 교환하는 것이 가능합니다. 이는 포섭의 대가로 쓸 수도 있고 여러 전략적인 작전을 위해 활용할 수도 있을 테죠.
So you can hire other candidates, essentially. Of course, they have to agree to it, and you could be betrayed at any moment, but that is technically an option.
화폐라는 상징을 채택한 이후로는 합당하군.
Evidently. The host doesn't immediately catch on to what's going on, huh? It took her a moment to react to what Ryoshi was doing in front of that camera too.
정확한 통찰이십니다, 관리자님. 후보자의 행동에 따라 규칙을 추가로 설명해 주는 것처럼 보이는군요.
It's almost like she's some kind of dumbass who sits in front of a microphone and talks about things as they happen. Boy, what a cringy career path that is. I would never. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe.
관객들에게 행동에 대해 해설하기 위함일 테죠.
It's not the same. She's doing commentary, you know, like a sports commentator. I'm not. This is different because I'm literally commentating on myself, which is more sad, but shush. But yeah, it's standard like sports commentary.
역시 이럴 줄 알았어. 반드시 빼앗을 이유는 없었던 거야.
Yeah, totally. You could just nick them. Wang Zhao muttered with some satisfaction once the speakers fell silent again, so he was testing the waters to see what he could get away with.
저 이거 그럼 다시 돌려줘야 하나요?
All 12 of us have taken turns chewing on it, so do you want it back now? It's kind of gross.
그럴 필요 없어. 정보를 얻는데 도움을 준 값이라고 생각해.
A fair trade.
주니까 받긴 하는데 이렇게 미련 없이 줘도 되는 건가요?
Well, Honglu's gonna get like plus 2% damage now, so that's pretty good.
목표가 1등이라면 동전 하나에도 일희일비하겠지만 아까 말했다시피 나는 포식자보다는 피식자에 가까워서.
I don't really believe him, but we'll see, I suppose.
피식자는 말이야 주위를 잘 관찰해야 해. 그렇게 하다 보면 제일 동전을 많이 모아야 할 사람이 누구인지 알 수 있거든.
So he's not actually a prey animal as he's describing, he's more of an opportunist, like a vulture or a jackal. Hang back, see who has the most coins, swipe them when you get the opportunity.
그게 나의 전략이야.
Well, thanks for telling us, lad.
오, 그게 우리라는 거야? 동전을 제일 많이 모아야 할 사람이?
He might be saying that he thinks we're gonna do well, so he's gonna hang around until the last minute and then swipe them all.
지금까지 줄곧 눈총만 봤다가 이런 칭찬을 받으니까 기분이 나쁘진 않은데?
Rodeo, you're a little more street smart than this, I think. Come on now. Though you do have the ego to be manipulated in such a fashion, and I mean ego as in, you know, a person's sense of self, not the gear we're using.
입에 발린 말이다. 저런 고리타분한 유형은 어딜 가나 있는 법이니.
Boring old wheedling schemer. Get out of it, Grandpa.
그래도 시작하자마자 4개나 모았어. 이쯤이면 꽤 순조로운 출발 아니야?
It does help.
이러다가 정말 1등이라도 하는 거 아니려나 모르겠어요.
But we don't want to come in first place.
그래서 어때? 초반에는 정보의 격차가 승부를 가릴 수 있어.
Do you know what's not a significant advantageous variable this early in the game? Talking for so long that it's no longer early in the game.
나는 너희의 행동을 통해 탐색을 하고 너희는 정보를 얻는 거지.
I think we will regret this.
적당히 서로 얻을 것만 얻다가 적절한 시기에 헤어지는 거야.
어떻게 하죠? 배신하고 저희 동전을 훔쳐 달아나시기엔 그렇게 민첩해 보이진 않는데요.
I think judging anyone in this competition based on looks is a foolish idea, but maybe he is just kind of a bitch, who knows? Sinclair asks, giving Wang Zhao a side-eye.
무작정 동맹을 맺자는 것도 아니고 잠깐 서로 이득을 취하고 갈 길 가는 건 나쁘지 않은 것 같은데요.
It's a nice win-win strategy if we take him at face value. And while he himself hasn't given us any reason to distrust him, the context of the situation gives us much reason to distrust him.
어떻게 하시겠습니까, 관리자님? 계략을 꾸미는 것처럼 보이지는 않습니다만 수적 우세를 앞세워 동전을 더 요구하는 방법도 있을 겁니다.
I hope you said that quietly enough that he didn't hear it.
이미 동전 한 개의 이익을 확보하였으니 동행이 부담스럽다면 이대로 지나치는 것이 합리적인 선택이다.
True. Quit while you're ahead. The Sinner's arguments all sounded pretty reasonable, so I tried to signal Honglu, the actual candidate of the family hierarch war, but... Any thoughts on this, Honglu?
어느 쪽이어도 괜찮아 보이는걸요?
Everything sounds great, just do whatever, I don't care. His reply is terse, cheery, and thoughtless. Seems to me that he's unwilling to make a single choice. He doesn't like making choices. Let's accept his offer. Otis, please keep an eye out for any signs of betrayal.
맡겨만 주십시오, 관리자님.
Spymaster Otis is on the case.
잘 부탁드려요, 왕자호 씨.
Let's go, buddy.
그래, 잘 부탁한다, 가보.
Cool.
여전히 대관원의 모든 예쁨은 한 몸에 받고 있나?
Isn't that a question? Isn't that a fucking question?
저 가보기 인사드립니다.
Are you still the gem of the Jar family?
아, 그래. 보기가 왔구나.
Little Boo.
오랜만이구나, 보가.
보가 착한 아이답게 대답을 해야 하지 않겠니?
Was he a very shy child?
네. 역시 언제 봐도 어여쁘게 빛나고 있네요.
Don't talk about a child like that, that's weird. I know you're talking about the eye, but still.
대관원에 변치 않는 옥이라는 말이 딱이에요. 좋으시겠어요, 가모님.
Nothing about him as a person, everything about the Jade.
아, 제가 그 가보옥이야? 뭐야, 난 엄청 대단한 애인 줄 알았는데 실제로 보니까 별거 없어 보이는데?
He's just a kid.
아, 나 엄마한테 제 얘기 들었어. 조용히 해. 함부로 말 걸지 마렴.
You must make an offering of at least 10 Pokemon cards before you can converse with the gem.
나 방금 눈 마주친 것 같아.
Also, his Jade eye can shoot laser beams.
그런데 제가 왜 그렇게 예쁨을 받는 거야?
Because of the laser beams.
몰라. 속에 금이라도 발라뒀나 보지.
That's a really weird specific theory. Like, why is that the first thing your brain went to? Why do they like that person? I don't know, maybe they painted his guts with gold and it's like, what's wrong with you? What the fuck?
좋겠다. 나도 태어나자마자 저렇게 예쁨이나 받고 싶다.
He's coddled, but it's not because of him, it's because of the gem, and no one actually cares about him. This has become quite apparent. The difference, of course, is that the sinners care about Honglur for Honglur, not the fact that Honglur is a rich kid or is the Jade gem of the family and what have you, which is why Honglur's real family is the sinners. I get the idea, although, of course, they will put a solid twist spin on this, as they tend to. Like, even the overarching themes of Cantos 5, 6, and 7 were, at their core, very simple. It was the ancillary details and personal interactions and relationships around that relatively simple core concept that made them interesting, which is what we're getting into now, I imagine.
그런데 쟤 표정 왜 저래?
Because of the sinking.
저 아이는 죽을 때까지 근심 하나 없이 평탄히 살겠네요.
그러게요. 부럽긴 하지만 글쎄요.
I mean, I can't speak from experience because I don't have a lot of fucking money and never have, but I imagine it leaves one with no purpose. And also questioning the sincerity of everyone around them, like they all clearly care about the gem instead of him, so he feels distinctly unloved and isolated and alone and has nothing to do and, I don't know, just kind of exists. It's not living, it's just existing. Existing in paradise, which is certainly enviable, don't get me wrong, but there's nothing there. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to accomplish. You've already got everything. It's like booting up a game and being level 100 with all the rare items. It's like, well, what do you do now? There's no game to play. The game's already finished. May as well play something else. And now all he ever does is smile. Funny how that turns out.
너 시계가 가끔 본다는 기억 아냐? 왜 우리한테도 보이냐?
That's interesting. You saw that too? That seemed really personal and everyone saw it.
황금가지가 수복되어 가면서 단테가 심상을 들여다볼 수 있는 능력도 조금씩 확장되어 가는 것 같군요.
So now we can all peer into the deepest, darkest depths of the sinner in question's soul and talk shit about them. This will definitely help the group dynamic. Is it? I'm not so sure myself.
지금은 그런 정도로 충분합니다, 단테.
Yes, Dante, we need to start talking about Honglur's deepest, darkest secrets, and in front of the stranger, no less.
어쩌면 나중에는 이런 능력들을 자각해서 원하는 형태로 조절할 수 있게 될지도 모르죠.
And then that in of itself would become another moral quandary, because at what point does it become acceptable for Dante to peer into a sinner's memories? Like, imagine Ryoshu's canto, when Dante's like, hey Ryoshu, can I have a little peek at your fucking memories? And she's like, F-O-C-H.
이렇게 어린 시절을 여러분께 보여주게 될 줄은 몰랐네요.
It's a bit personal, isn't it? If Wang Zhao had also made it into the Dungeon of the Phantoms alongside the rest of us, he must have seen Honglu's past as well. But did he? He's not connected to us like the sinners are.
다들 뭘 그렇게 멍하니 서 있어? 여기서 계속 죽치고 있을 생각은 아니지?
Sorry, Zhao, we do a lot of standing around. But it seemed that the vision was for our eyes only. Unlike the Honglu we know, the younger version of him did not even have a trace of that familiar smile. His eyes were fixed to the ground in silence, and that was all he did. So what changed? And why? Honglu deals damage for every coin. We have 4 coins. That means 2% damage. Oh yeah, and there's a bunch of fights in here as well. Oh yeah. Let's get scrapping. Are there actually going to be Picatulum here, or is it just going to be contestants? Picatulum, okay. Don't think I need to show this off. It's Picatulum fight. What's the key? Oh, it's just my artifacts, okay. I was like, hold on a minute.
흉터의 결과요.
Preparation room. Free stuff, maybe? A dilapidated wall blocks our path. There's a device on it with a label that says, pick up your entry cards here. Next to it is a dial of sorts. Looks like they won't let us through so easily. Is anyone particularly good with these devices? I can't seem to figure it out. I would assume Honglu would know. Okay. Who will interface? Let's go for the bullseye. Go on. Yes. Heathcliff fiddles with the dial for a bit, then with a loud noise of stone grinding against stone, the device activates. Authorization granted, printing entry authorization card. An entry card slips out of the machine. Should open up a new path for us. Probably. Good. Worn entry card artifact obtained. A new path opened up on the map.
됐냐? 저격수한테 이런 거 시키지 좀 마라.
We're asking a sniper to do shit like this. Maybe it opens a door somewhere. Oh, it does. I could skip that, but what if there's like a cutscene? There wasn't. I just reset my SP for no fucking reason. Nice that they gave me the option to not reset my SP though. I really do appreciate that. I just wish I'd been smart enough to take it. Certain rumor. We traversed down the hallway Honglu found, walking in awkward, depressed silence. Wow, we really do swing our emotions pretty quick, don't we? Until Wang Zhao broke it.
그러고 보니 그 소문은 정말인가?
Bro's just here like, guess I better make things more awkward.
어떤 소문을 말하는 건가요?
Something flattering, no doubt.
가시춘이 가지고 있던 흑수를 잃었다는 거 말이야?
I'm guessing she brought a Heishu pack to La Mancha Land. We never saw them, but I guess that's where they died.
뭐? 혹시 알아? 가치 있는 정보를 제공해주면 동전을 더 넘겨줄지.
Seems like a devil's bargain. Wang Zhao suggested, gesturing broadly at the coins dangling from himself. Although if he gives one up, he only has 1 coin left.
안타깝게도 시춘이와는 호원에 온 뒤로 연이 끊겨서요.
But presumably she lost her pack before then.
자세한 건 저도 알 수가 없네요.
그래, 뭐 두고 보면 알게 되겠지.
He's doing it on purpose, of course. Honglu is unwilling to divulge details about Zixun.
알다시피 흑수를 잃었다는 건 사지 중에 하나가 날아간 것보다 더 큰 손해니까.
Well, Honglu doesn't have a Heishu pack, so I don't think he cares that much. Not that significant to him.
만약 소문이 사실이라면 지금쯤 꽤나 고생하고 있겠네.
But she's a pretty good fighter, so I think she's doing alright.
가시춘 씨, 잘 버티고 있으려나요?
She fucking better be.
언제나 그랬듯 괜찮을 거예요. 씩씩한 아이니까.
But what if she isn't Honglu? Somehow, Honglu ended up comforting Sinclair, as Honglu is utterly immune to attempts to making a situation about him. He just doesn't do it. As we continue down the hallway, chatting, we eventually found ourselves before a shut gate.
들어가 보죠.
Well, we have the card now, yes? I wonder if there would have been a cutscene to be like, oh man, we gotta go find a card, but I already did it. Boss fight time. Upon entry, we will no longer be able to travel to other nodes of the dungeon. Honglu will fully heal HP and have their SP reset to 0. You sure you want to proceed? You fucking know it! It's boss fight time. There are people here. Swift Shear family mercenary. Please tell me we're fighting Shihua. Shihua something. Oh? Okay. Alright, okay. See what we got.
엔진 시동.
여긴 실험실이었던 것 같네.
It's almost as if they did big illegal science in here.
남아 있는 건 없군. 얄팍한 비내음조차도.
I'm guessing the sweepers cleaned it pretty thoroughly.
숨어 있는 쥐새끼는 있지만.
Oh.
쥐새끼라니.
Who you calling a rat? Shit, I was supposed to sneak up on you guys. Pretend you didn't see me. I'm going back into cover.
말 조심해라. 너희는 누구지?
I suspect that this fellow may have a high opinion of themselves.
다른 후보자예요.
Good job, Sinclair. Very confident.
안녕하세요. 가시 가문의 보옥이랍니다.
Hello. Honglu extended a placid greeting.
가복. 12를 데리고 다닌다더니 왕가놈도 있잖아. 너 벌써부터 동맹을 맺은 거냐? 가복 주제.
Look, Honglu can't help being so personable, alright? Everyone likes him even though they don't want to. You can't help but like him. He's just so pleasant.
아, 동맹은 아니랍니다.
Yeah, he's just kind of following us around. It's whatever.
뭐라 말해도 저쪽은 안 믿을 눈치인데?
I suppose it means very little to us.
저분은 누구신가요, 홍루 씨?
Honglu's gonna be like, I don't know, and he's gonna be like, what? How fucking dare you?
그러니까요. 사시 가문 분이신데
Shit. That was an awkward silence.
오하.
Come on, man. Shihua. Come on.
아, 고맙습니다. 와.
That was a good bit of acting there. I like the laugh in his as he's saying it and realizing he can't figure out the rest of his name. That was good. I like that. That's clean.
그래, 거의 다 왔어. 거기에 이제.
지금 둘이 뭐예요?
Isn't this a fucking combat competition?
진짜. 아무렴 어때?
That's true. Evidently no one does because they can't remember what your name is.
참가자들이 모두 공평하게 동전을 가지고 있다면 너 같은 놈의 동전을 빨리 빼앗아야 높은 순위를 차지할 수 있겠지.
Convenient, no, as you've already found us.
대체 무슨 배짱으로 난데없이 가주대전에 참가한다고 했는지는 모르겠지만 말이다.
It's kind of a whim, you know, just kind of felt like it.
대관원에만 처박혀 있다가 한량처럼 돌아다닌다던데 바깥에서 돌아보던 것으론 무료함이 채워지지 않았나 보지?
We had a very informative grand tour of the city, thank you.
다행히도 심심할 겨를은 없었어요. 밖에는 신기한 것들이 참 많더라고요.
So many interesting things. One of my companions even turned into a wolf. Crazy. Didn't know he was a druid.
세상에는 지붕이 없는 방에서도 주무시는 분이 있다는 걸 아셨나요?
Yeah, that's less, marvelous.
이게 누굴 놀리나? 반드시 탈락시키고야 말겠어.
Fucking bring it, lad.
인기가 많네, 가복 도련님.
He's just so personable. It is a boss fight though, so we should probably be careful. Just a little bit careful. Hello, lad. Nice fucking sword, and I love the axes that your team has. They're very cool. Charge blade style, downward cleave, consume charge counts, gain final power, gain 2 charge count. He's a charge character. He's got an unblockable die, which is the green one. On use, consume 5 charge count, gain coin power. If this unit consume 5 charge, inflict 2 more rupture. So charge and rupture, okay. More damage against Honglu. Extra damage for every rupture on target, if in panic, yeah. Sheer family charge circuitry. Gain 1 charge every time this unit consumes 10 cumulative charge count in this encounter. Plus 2 charge. Gain 1 clash power up next turn. So he's gonna have clash power up quite a lot, I would imagine. 7 plus charge. Gain 4 defense level down and 3 damage up. If this unit inflicted 4 or more rupture during this turn, gain 3 charge count. Gain 1 damage up for every charge on self, so he might actually be quite strong. When Xihua something loses all HP in this encounter, the encounter ends. If this unit has charge, gain 100 charge, minus 1 times 10 shield. At 7 plus charge, this unit no longer gains shield with this passive. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we can ignore you, so that's a good start. Heathcliff, how confident are you feeling? You reckon you can dodge that? But if we manage to get all that pride resonance going, you know, maybe. That's probably fine. We'll see how it goes. Oh, you're in for a bad time, lad. Wasn't a lot of damage, but it did suck for him. Nice. I think we got him dead to rights, personally. We're going to get the follow-up from this, and we're going to get a Thoracalgia, which will get us a bunch of poise. Already a stagger. Nice. Less nice. Honestly, worked out.
여긴 맡겨주세요.
And extra damage.
처음으로 숨통이 튀었던 순간을 기억하네요.
This feels a bit unnecessary. He's almost staggered already. So we have a contingency set up in case he does get to do the attack, but otherwise we should be fine. Body him. I was hoping for more heads. It works out pretty well. Oh yes, they're doing quite well. Another stagger. If we do manage to get the target mark, this will work out quite well. Yes. There's the stagger. Oh, he's having a bad time. Come on, Faust, you can do it. Yeah. And not many of them are available to fight this turn. That's quite good. I quite like that, yeah. Should be alright. I forgot he would get shield even when he was staggered, but we should still be able to punch through. There we go. Nice. Good job, Ishmael, well done. Go on, buddy, you can do it. Ah, I was kind of hoping we'd see claim their bones. The stagger's good too, though. Oh, Heathcliff, you need to do better with those. That's fine too, though. Alright, yeah, Heathcliff's getting Nebulizer, or was. I don't foresee many issues. But that did hurt a bit, must be said. It's a bad day for you, bruv. Oh dear. Oh, bother. Oh no. Oh, goodness. It's very handy having a sniper.
자, 있는 동전들을 남김없이 내놓도록. 남김없이 라고 하기에도 얼마 안 되는 개수일 테지만.
Give me a coin bundle, bitch ass, and he's gonna say no and then run off.
하지만 이걸 다 빼앗기면 바로 탈락인데.
Yeah, that's how the competition works.
그래, 마침 잘 되었군. 이곳의 탈락자들은 즉결 처형인가?
Boy, I hope so.
그런 규칙은 없었어.
Well, then you have no reason to not give us coins, because you will be summarily executed if you don't give us the coins. So you should give us the coins.
자, 몇몇 후보자들이 드디어 뜨거운 만남을 가지게 되었습니다.
Is this lady just watching us?
이번 대전의 핵심은 제한 시간 내에 최대한 많은 동전을 모으는 것이죠.
Uh-huh.
후보자 간의 협력이나 포섭도 좋지만 원만한 대화가 이루어지지 않을 때는 무력이 좋은 답이 되어줄 겁니다.
We know, thank you. Please stop interrupting the conversation.
그래도 안심하세요. 동전을 모두 빼앗긴 후보자는 건물 곳곳에 숨어있는 홍원의 그림자들이 퇴장을 도와줄 테니까요.
So they have people to come and collect the people who run out of coins.
아, 반항은 하지 않는 걸 추천드립니다. 말보다는 행동이 빠르신 분들이라고 들었거든요.
They're probably Heishu.
흑수를 배치한 모양이군요.
Yeah, I called it.
그 땅이 어딨어?
It's not our fault you're shit, although I will say I really liked his fighting style. The charge rupture combination was very cool.
물론 동전뿐만 아니라 목숨까지 빼앗기셨다면 시체의 퇴장을 도와드리게 되겠지만요.
Miss, I have a question. If I have lost multiple limbs in the fight, will the Heishu also collect the limbs so Al can put them back on my body, or do they just get left here? What if the other team takes them along with the coins?
그렇다는군. 시체로 퇴장하길 바라나? 아니면 그 몸뚱이라도 건사하는 걸 원하나?
Think very carefully about this, Shihua, whatever your name is. Did the Odyssey have a purpose? Because it could.
전부 드리겠습니다. 마음껏 들어가십시오.
Thank you, bruv.
자, 사씨 가문의 후보자 한 분이 탈락했습니다. 박력 있는 상대 세가의 기세에 짓눌렸군요.
Otis has nothing if not charisma.
탈락자는 복도로 나가 무기를 버리고 대기하시면 됩니다. 탈락한 후보자는 가주 심사에 대한 모든 기회와 권한을 박탈당하며
And will be thrown in the pit.
아, 기억났어요. 사화정이라는 분이셨네요.
His name's Shihua Zhen. Well, you can take solace in that, right?
그럼 우리 벌써 동전 7개나 모은 거야?
Doing well.
나쁘지 않은 수학인데? 얼른 끝내고 이 기분 나쁜 공간에서 나가면 좋겠다.
It's only 2 hours. Surely, how many fights could we get into in 2 hours?
사방에 음울함이 짙게 깔려 있어. 이는 모종의 실험실을 꾸민 것으로 보이오만.
A concept you're quite familiar with? Isang's eyes scan over the various machines that are messily strewn about the room.
공씨 가문의 실험실이었겠지.
I would assume, yeah.
한 말 봤어. 금기를 어겼는지 가문 자체가 멸망했다던데.
A whole to-do, apparently.
홍무 씨의 말이나 공씨 가문에 대해 들려오는 걸 보면 정말로 다 죽은 것 같았죠.
Except for Chu, of course.
다시 가문이 지금처럼 대단한 위세를 가지기 전의 일이었지.
It was probably a direct result of this thing happening that the Jia family then had gained as much power, because presumably the Kong had it beforehand.
그때의 공시가는 실로 대단한 가문이었는데
Can't have been that much something if they couldn't fight the head.
획기적이면서도 참신한 능력을 지닌 환을 끊임없이 만들어내는 것은 쉬운 일이 아니었을 텐데 그들은 그걸 해냈거든.
Probably by breaking taboos though, yes?
공씨 가문이 홍원을 넘어 도시의 이바지항공이 대단했기 때문에 다른 가문들은 그저 우러러 볼 수밖에 없을 정도로 까마득한 격차가 있었지.
That's a lot to lose.
네, 다양한 연구를 많이 해왔다고 들었어요.
And I bet they were all wholesome and none of them violated basic human rights.
뭐 비록 끝은 좋지 않았지만 말이야.
그럼 어떤 종류의 실험을 했는지도 전혀 남아있지 않다는 건가요?
The sweepers would be pretty shit at their job if they did leave something here.
그렇지. 이 도시에 있는 관련 자료들은 전부 소실. 실험의 정보가 담겨 있는 거라면 발톱이 작은 부스러기 하나 남기지 않았을 테니까.
And the claws. Whoever was responsible for that would have presumably done a thorough job. The weight and scale of the operation that took place to destroy the place implies that any attempts to then clean it up afterwards would have been extremely meticulous, because otherwise what's the point in doing all that if you're then going to leave secrets and hints littered everywhere?
새로움을 추구하다 욕심이 과해졌을 수도 있겠구려. 연구자들에겐 흔하다면 흔한 일이지 않은가.
They were this close to making dinosaurs, but alas, the head couldn't have that happen.
홍원의 명망 높은 가문 사람들은 한동안 이 건물이 있는 쪽으로는 고개도 돌리지 않았어. 불경스럽다고 말이지.
Den of heresy.
그때 당시에 난 어려서 어른들께 전해 들었을 뿐이지만 말이야.
Someone else here was also young then, but happened to be there when it happened.
홍루군은 그때를 기억하시는가?
Yeah, spill the tea, Honglu.
저도 10살 남짓했던 나이였기에 또렷하진 않지만
10 is old enough to probably be able to remember some fairly crucial details.
네, 기억하고 있답니다. 욕심이 감당할 수 없이 무거워져 공가의 하늘이 무너지고 땅이 꺼진 날.
So thoroughly smoted.
하지만 결국 우리도 언젠가는 종이장처럼 사라질 것에 불과할 테니 그래서 무엇이든 과하지 않도록 비워내는 것이 중요한가 봐요.
I guess it has become a cautionary tale, yes. Honglu spoke so calmly and clinically about the day when countless lives were lost. The announcement lady's like, you're not allowed to talk about that, please stop.
오늘도 공시가문과 홍원의 무한한 번영을 위해서 오신 모든 감사합니다.
That must be a memory thing. There's no way it piped up at that exact moment. This must be a recording from before the Kong family's complete annihilation. I love how it keeps zooming in on Honglu and there's just... it's like emphasizing the weight of the memories that are being drudged up with and like contrasting it with his not reaction to it, but you know there's going to be like it. The smile cannot hold forever. It's holding back. It's like a dam holding back this like torrential fucking river of emotions and trauma. And it's a strong dam and it's been doing it for a long time, but it can't hold forever. And not under such direct pressure. It's gonna burst soon.
언제나 그랬듯 이번의 실험도 성공하여 홍원의 모두가 영원한 삶에 가까워질 수 있도록
I assume this all relates in some way to his jade eye.
반드시 해낼 수 있으니 모든 실험 관계자분은 최선을 다해 임해주시길 바랍니다.
I cannot believe that they may or may not have been operating and researching and doing experiments on a child. Truly, such unfathomable levels of shady research. Could not have imagined.
알겠는가? 이전 환이 제대로 효과를 보이지 않았던 것은 조합의 순서가 어긋나기 때문이네.
Is this really all about boluses?
가령 불의 성질을 가진 홍하와 물의 성질을 가진 하소는 원래 상극이라 그냥 섞으면 반발 작용이 일어나지. 이러면 공시가에선 어떻게 하겠나?
Researchers like, I don't know, we just threw it all into a fucking barrel and see what happens.
쇠의 기운을 가진 황금이나 백자객을 중간에 넣으면 재료의 기운이 서로 상승하여 조합이 가능해질 것이오.
I guess this is before Xiaomu was as big a deal as she is now. She was probably a big deal back then in the sense that she was very high up in the Xia family, but she wasn't the hierarch, so she was probably subservient to this guy.
그래, 기본적인 환의 조합 방식이지. 하지만 사실 우리가 사용하는 재료들은 단순히 오행팔계만을 따르는 게 아니라네. 오행을 맞췄다 해도 육식갑자의 성질을 가진 재료들은 실상 다른 효능을 가지더군.
Now, I've read through this quite thoroughly, and I understand very little of it, and I appreciate that we're on YouTube and doing a YouTube video. So instead of attempting to try and pass the information that I'm seeing here and don't understand, I'm just gonna do the stereotypical thing and completely ignore most of the context and instead hone in on like 2 words. Ooh, trigrams, ha, sex.
하물며 시간과 공간에 따라 음양의 이치가 바뀌니 같은 조합법이라도 몇 시, 몇 분, 몇 초에 만들어졌는가에 따라 환의 특성과 질에 영향을 주지.
So the implication I'm getting is that the process of creating a bolus is extremely precise. As Xiaomu is saying here, literally, the very second during which the bolus is combined, when that occurs, can affect its quality and characteristics, which is quite a big deal that your products could vary so wildly based on so many external factors. That's nuts. But apparently these guys' boluses were some of the best, so how did they manage to consistently produce such high quality stuff? I don't know if that's really going to be a plot point or anything, but it's interesting to think about.
그래서 저희 가문이 과거에 만든 조합법을 그대로 따랐는데도 효과가 다른 환이 제조되곤 했던 거군요.
Every bolus is a D20. Some of them's a nat 20 and some of them are a nat 1.
조합된 환을 어디에 보관하고 언제 응달에서 꺼낼지에 따라서도 변하는 법일세.
These boluses have a lot going on.
한약사라면 항상 재료 사이의 조화와 반발을 통찰해야 한다는 점 유의하시게.
It's an interesting situation because the creation of boluses seems to, like, the concept of it seems to combine these ideas of hard science, spirituality, and like our understanding of alchemy over the years, right? Like the sort of myths and real life examples of alchemy that took place, which would then go on to become more like refined forms of science and stuff as we figured more things out. And this seems to be a combination of those kind of aspects. But I imagine it's even less spiritual than it appears to be by our understanding of the terms used, in that they are actually quantifiable ingredients that they are using in the production of these things. Because let's be real, this isn't like what we see in, say, placebo stuff, you know, where it's like, oh yes, just rub some crystals on your face and the terminal disease will go away. This is such a precise level of measurements, timing, and science involved with it. It's just interesting to see these things combined in this context.
언제나처럼 환에 있어서는 전문성이 남다르군.
Yeah, I got that impression.
든든하오. 배합을 이런 식으로 시도해볼 생각을 가지는 건 역시 그대밖에는 없을 걸세.
So the Kong basically owed their success to Xiaomu.
부작용을 극복할 만한 해결법이 몇 달째 마땅치 않았는데 이리도 간단하게 풀어버리시다니요. 저희가 도리어 면목이 없어요.
And I'm guessing then Xiaomu was like, I should be the one who's actually in charge because I know how to make the boluses, so I'm gonna call the head and have your entire thing shut down.
그대들의 아량이 깊고 넓은 턱에 이리 돌려받는 것이지.
Everyone's putting on appearances.
가모님의 능력과 수완이 좋은 덕택이죠. 오직 실력과 해안만으로 이 자리까지 온 것을 많은 사람들이 두고두고 우러러보아야 한다고 생각합니다. 그래야지 가모님을 통해 모두가 희망을 가지고 살아가지 않겠나요?
옳은 말이지.
Of course, she said, turning to camera and smiling.
입지가 얄팍해졌던 사시가에서 마땅한 세가도 없이 가주 자리를 차지하리라곤 누구도 상상하지 못한 일 아니었겠는가.
So was it a case where the Kong family were in ascendance, but the hierarch was a Shih?
아, 그렇게 생각하진 않았답니다. 혹시 제 말에 기분이 상하신 거라면.
I've offended you by any chance? So was... I'll let them keep talking before I start formulating theories.
아닐세. 틀린 거 하나 없이 옳은 말이었으니.
That is similar to what Hong Luo says a lot of the time, right? When someone's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, and he's like, well, I apologize, what you said was true.
공씨 가문의 도량이 깊은 덕분인 것 누구보다 내 잘 아네. 자네들이 마음만 먹었다면 내가 가주 자리에 앉기 전부터 쉽사리 밀어낼 수 있었다는 걸 알아.
Okay, so she was hierarch when the Kong family were in ascendancy. It's implied that she may have come from the Jia family, possibly married a Jia to take on the name of the Jia family. She owes a success to the Kong because they could have absolutely swatted her down at any time. And I wonder if maybe she got to this point and she was like, don't really want to rely on the Kong anymore. Hey, head, they're doing weird shit in there. You might want to check it out.
공가의 입지를 더 돈독히 다지고 싶었다면 충분히 그랬을 걸세.
Uh-huh.
오히려 우리는 가주 대전의 예상치 못한 결과에 감복하였소. 그 공정하지 않았을 환경에서 지혜로운 전략을 세워 1등을 쟁취하였으니.
Which is pretty cool.
더불어 이번에도 우리를 물심양면으로 도와줘 고마운 마음이 크네.
그런 말 마시게. 나야말로 이 변변치 못한 재주나마 나눌 수 있어서 다행이지.
She's playing her position very cagily.
공원의 무궁한 번영을 바라는 건 이곳의 모두가 매 한 가지 아닌가.
할머니, 이번에도 새로운 환을 만드는 건가요?
Are you making those weird drugs again? They're not drugs. Shush.
그래, 보가.
Why did the smile leave your face?
받은 업을 갚아야 하니 말이다.
Karma to be repaid.
저도 계속 같이 와야 하는 거예요? 할머니랑?
This place is spooky and I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
그래, 이건 네가 앞으로 계속 지켜봐야 완성되는 절경일 테니.
폭로군, 이곳에 꾸준하게 걸음했던 것인가?
That's why he knows his way around.
네. 할머니가 제 손을 이끌고 이곳으로 놀러 오게 하셨거든요.
I know how it feels, Hongler. I used to be taken to work with my parents all the time. It was super annoying. Very boring.
너희가 잠깐 멍 때리는 동안 내가 또 다시 생각을 해봤는데 말이야.
I love that Zhao's like, okay, I guess these guys just space out a lot, so I'll just entertain myself until they're done. Feels like we're really susceptible to ambush during that time. Like we could be having one of our flashbacks, and then Zhao just nicks all of Hongler's coins and wanders off. Like, it wouldn't be difficult. He'd have like 9 coins on him now if he just swiped Hongler's and left.
꽤 흥미로운 상상을 떠올렸어.
Do go on.
제한 시간이 끝났을 때 순위를 결정짓는 게 이 가주 선발 2차전의 핵심이니.
Yes.
분명 이렇게 생각하는 후보자도 있을 거야.
Like swiping them all at the last minute.
적당한 양의 동전만 모은 후에 같은 장소에서 가만히 숨어 있으면 꽤 높은 순위를 노려볼 수 있는 게 아닌가 하고.
So some of them might be aware that they're probably not going to win, so lock down a decent rank, come away with a prize from the treasury, and it's been an overall positive success.
불안한 요소는 많지만 전투에 자신 없는 후보자들에겐 유효한 전략이겠군.
And considering that the likes of Chu and Zishun are here, it wouldn't surprise me if some candidates were like, I don't really fancy my chances in a scrap. And do you really want to try and swipe coins from Chu? Like, try and nick them from him when he's not looking? What if he catches you? You're fucking dead. He's not going to hold back, is he?
그러니까. 하지만 기껏 관객들을 불러 모아 중계까지 하고 있는데 그런 후보자들만 있으면 보는 사람들이 퍽 재미없지 않을까?
So would the organizers perhaps attempt to push the candidates into each other, as it were?
아마 분명.
I sensed a very subtle vibration the moment we walked out of the lab and into the hallways. Wang Zhao must have felt it too. He stopped in his tracks and looked around.
무슨 소리 안 들려?
Oh, right, yeah, because the this entire district is like, hey, the buildings move around. So they're going to do it here as well to make sure the candidates bump into each other to have fights. Because that will be entertaining. Because otherwise it will be boring.
자, 그럼 동행은 여기까지로.
I'm sorry, but I must go now.
잠깐뿐이지만 즐거운 대화였어, 가보.
It was generally quite pleasant.
하지만 이곳에서 동전을 가장 많이 가져야 할 사람은 아닌 것 같아.
The betrayal! What?
대전이 끝났을 때 서로 원하는 걸 얻을 수 있기를.
Uh-huh.
애초부터 중도까지만 함께할 자이긴 했지만
We were hoping to mug him for the rest of his coins. Let's go mug him!
좀 갑작스럽긴 하네요. 그래도 뒤에서 칼로 찌르는 것보단 낫긴 하죠.
I thought it was going to be a full-on betrayal.
이대로 헤어져도 괜찮은 걸까요?
I mean, it's not like we were any safer with him tagging along. He wasn't contributing to combat or anything.
저자를 신경 쓸 시간은 없을 것 같군요.
He wasn't even a guide either.
전원 3시 방향으로 전력 질주한다.
Run immediately.
어? 뭔데? 이유는 알려주고 뛰라고 시켜야지.
앞을 봐라. 바닥에서부터 벽이 올라오고 있다.
If we get separated, it'll be a very bad time. That's when the host's cheerful voice began booming from the speakers, excitedly explaining the situation.
자, 이쯤에서 새로운 규칙입니다.
New rule.
후보자들이 너무 신중하게 움직여서 지루하셨을 관객분들을 위해 지금부터 일정 시간마다 후보자들이 머물 수 있는 공간이 계속 줄어들어갑니다.
It is a battle royale. They're literally closing the circle. It's like night rain.
혹시라도 줄어든 공간에 들어가지 못하고 바깥에서 벽에 막혔다면 당연히 실격입니다.
Yep, it's like being closed out. I get it.
아, 지금 후보자분들이 혼비백산하고 계시는군요. 괜히 무리하다가 벽에 끼어 돌아가시면 청소가 어려워지니 빨리빨리 행동하시는 게 좋겠네요.
Oh yeah, you might get smushed as well. That's a thing that could happen. We began sprinting full speed to where the walls were starting to rise from the floor, the host snidely chipper tone taunting us the whole time.
아이고, 간발의 차로 넘어져서 벽을 넘지 못한 후보자도 있군요. 아이쿠, 새가들이 뿔뿔이 흩어지는 바람에 혼자 남겨진 후보자도 보입니다. 아이, 동전은 안 흘리게 잘 간수하셔야죠.
Oh no, you've been separated from your faction. What a shame. That does spice things up a bit, admittedly. Oh, we have 16 coins. Oh, wow. Oh, no, wait, this is showing the rankings. Right, that's not our coins. Hang on. Yeah, we've got 7. Okay, I was confused. I was like, how the fuck do we get 16? Some unknown person is in first place with 16. Some unknown person is in second place with 13. And Shu is in third place with 12. Okay, cool. I like being able to see that. Well, on that bombshell, I'm going to leave it there, friends. Thank you so much for watching. The trauma is becoming more and more apparent. Not what it is, just that something happened. So obviously Honglu spent a lot of time here, came here with Xiaomu all the fucking time, and it seems apparent that Honglu witnessed at least some kind of horrible thing during the purging of this place. Like, obviously it was all horrible, but there would have been some big defining moment that he saw, which a child should not see, which would have traumatized him for probably the rest of his life and to this day. Interesting to see where that goes. I hope we get to fight Shu soon. I want to see what he's got. Like, I imagine he's probably the end of Kanto fight, so I'm not expecting Yin to get to like actually fight him to the death yet, but I'm interested to see what he's got. He's a tough looking guy and he's got those friends with him who are also very tough. I want to see how his I can't remember her fucking name, but the Heishu member who we fought in the Intervalo before Ricardo intervened. I want to see what she's like at full power, because obviously we haven't seen that yet. A lot to see. Looking forward to seeing how this goes. But yes, friends, thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to our members and patrons: Miscreant, Rakuriku, Crescent, Sonny the Horse, Lila Hagsire, Abyssal Angie, Spy Hard, Mighty PH, Enzistora, E, Lanthelion, Gage Donaldson, Hotcherman, Saga, Jack, Ninja Dog, Ember Fox, Grand Captain General Peace, Mean Baby Back Turtle, Cuds, Canis, Samaria, Poe, Portrait Breck, Lifesteal, Mega Mr. Z-Man, Unclever Names, Summercat Flanny, Painted Dragoon, Lip Potatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Harold J, Dresso, Ceylon Distance, Lol, Etherbin, Linky, Xeon, Cedar, Bimboard, Alkia, Honeydew, Sweet Baby Red, Jessica D. Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Lepel Lullaby, K-Bub, Magic Owl, The Frostbite, SCP-1068, Namad, and Kenny T800 for supporting me on YouTube and on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. I want to see the big scary boss fight that people get stuck on. I want a challenge. I want to get fucked up. I want Don Quixote. I want... What other fights have I gotten stuck on? I guess Ricardo I got stuck on that one time. I haven't gotten stuck on many fights in the game's story, it occurs to me. Doesn't mean I've, I haven't gone lossless or anything, but getting actually stuck has not happened often. Maybe this Kanto will change that. I hope so. Could be quite fun, but that'll be then. This is now. Thank you so much for watching, and whatever happens next time, hope I see you there. Doodles. Goodbye.